Before we start, just a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button. Only 2% are subscribed. At 1,000 subscribers, I'll be posting a special video. I grip her wrist and slide the phone free. Anna unlocked. My voice stays low. She freezes, then taps and holds out the screen. I tap airplane mode and drop it in my pocket. We stare at each other like strangers, then the doorbell explodes. I'll get it, I move before she breathes. Box on the mat, no sender, just our name stamped crooked. I carry it inside and peel the tape. A leather collar blinks up at us. My stomach flips and the room tilts hard. A joke, she backs into the counter, knuckles white. My name is Mark and I'm 34. Who knew our address? My mouth dries. I tip the box and the collar lands heavy. Anna flinches like it bites. I bag the thing and not the plastic. Therapy now, I toss her coat at the chair. She grabs it and misses the sleeve. I open the front door and scan the street. No one looks at us, yet someone already did. We walk fast to the car without another word. My hands shake on the wheel and settle. Anna buckles in and angles her face away. Bluetooth chirps alive and a name flashes. Unknown again, the same 4 letters again. I kill the stereo and pull into traffic. Block that number, I stare ahead. I did, she presses her palms together. He uses new ones, her breath hitches once. I change lanes hard and a horn spits back. The counselor's building sits 3 turns away. A green light hangs and I run it. Anna slaps the dashboard and points. Focus, she doesn't shout but it cuts. I nod once because death would be tidy. We park and hustle through the glass doors. A couple leaves with red eyes and silence. Clipboard on the desk, pen on a string. I print our names without looking at her. The pen rattles when I drop it. The waiting room hums and my phone buzzes. New message from the same ghost number. Miss you, miss the leash, come out. I tilt the screen and show her. She exhales like she got punched. Do we cancel? She grips her elbow. No, my thumb hovers over call. The door opens and the counselor nods us in. Ground rules today, I step through first. My chest tightens because the game just started. I slap the screenshot on the table. Read that, my finger taps the threat line. Anna folds her arms and fixes on the carpet. The counselor locks eyes with me, then her. We handle the immediate risk first, agreed. Devices here, I slide my phone across. Anna hesitates, then places hers beside it. No digging for pain, the counselor warns. Only safety checks, she nods toward the screens. I unlock both and open messages with shaky thumbs. A new bubble crawls in as we watch. You're wasting time, step outside. I flip on speaker and dial back fast. 1 ring, 2, then quiet breathing. Talk, my hand tightens on the edge. A laugh scratches through the line. Look outside, boy, the call drops dead. I stand before I know it. The counselor raises a palm and points down. Window later, control now. Anna nudges her phone toward me. Search everything, her jaw barely moves. I scan apps and open a fake calculator. Conversations pop under blank buttons like roaches. The last thread ends with a dotted ellipsis. I scroll and hit gallery out of reflex. Not memories, fresh photos of our door. Time stamps from this morning, minutes apart. My throat goes dry and I pass the screen. Anna grips it and her lips tremble. We call the police, the counselor's tone hardens. Also check for trackers right now. She turns to Anna's purse and lifts it. Empty it here, items thud in a quick line. I wave off anything irrelevant and keep scanning for metal. Anna holds one strap and frowns. There's a buzzing sometimes, her voice thins. I pinch the seam and feel tape hidden inside. A small disc slides free and chirps once. The counselor exhales and opens her desk drawer. She pulls out a plastic tray and nods briskly. Power it down, bag it, her hand steadies mine. I press the button and the sound dies. Anna stares like she swallowed glass. Was that on me all week? Today matters, I pocket the dead tag. New plan, I list 3 steps flat. Change locks today, swap car tomorrow. Number change now, plus spam filter. Anna nods, eyes fixed on my mouth. The office door knocks twice and opens. Reception slides a clipboard in and retreats. A delivery notice waits for a signature line. I sign with a quick scrawl and look up. Who sent something here to us? A small box arrives with a courier's shrug. No label beyond her first name, nothing else useful. I push it away and shake my head. Not here, the counselor agrees with a sharp nod. Chain of custody, police see it unopened. We move to paperwork like soldiers. The counselor prints a safety agreement with clear bullets. Temporary control for security only, she taps the page. Anna reads slowly, line by line, breathing shallow. I'll accept this until he stops. Not until we stop him. I cross out one harsh clause and add another. Shared locations both. Ways panic code by text. Every exit check before we walk out. Anna signs and pushes the pen back hard. My phone buzzes and lights the table. A new message triggers from a different number. I see you on the second floor. My spine rattles and I stand again. Window now, or reception calls building security. We step into the hall and keep heads down. The counselor dials fast and speaks in clipped phrases. Two guards appear and fan out without ceremony. Stay inside until they sweep, one orders. Anna leans against the wall and closes her eyes. I turn to her and keep my voice even. We go home by a different route. She nods once and straightens her shoulders. No more half measures, I add with steel. The guard returns and points toward the stairwell. Lot is clear for now, he watches our faces. Police will meet you outside in 5. We gather the bag tag and the sealed box. Anna threads her arm through mine without a word. I push the door open and feel the air change. The cruiser rolls up and 2 officers step out. Show us the items, one nods at my hands. I pass the sealed box in the silent tracker. Anna folds her arms and watches their pens move. Escalation pattern, will file a report today. Any active threats right now, the taller one scans the lot. Messages from rotating numbers, I unlock and hold the screen up. He copies the digits and calls dispatch quickly. Route home will change, he adds without blinking. Stick with us to the main road, then peel off. We follow their tail lights to a busy lane. At the second light they wave us forward. I turn left as planned and cut through side streets. Anna checks mirrors and quick snaps, jaw tight. No tag now, but I still feel watched. Next step, I hit speaker and call the telecom line. New number today, I tell the agent flatly. She runs verification and flips the switch. Anna types the panic code in our shared note. A chime confirms sync and I breathe, not easier. Home finally, I pause at the gate and scan corners. Anna fishes keys and stops, listening hard. I motion her back and ring our neighbor's bell. He answers with surprise and pushes his hat up. Seen anyone hanging around our door today? He frowns and leans past my shoulder. Dark hoodie earlier, kept pacing and texting. Face, I ask, already knowing it matters. Jaw like a boxer, rough stubble, no car. My stomach drops and the porch feels smaller. I call a locksmith and use the emergency option. 2 hours, the voice promises a rush visit. Too long, I grab a screwdriver and a drill. Anna holds the screws in her palm like pellets. We swap the cylinder while I watch the street. Her phone pings from a new notification feed. Firewall app flags an attempted connection near us. Someone is pinging the old tag network, she murmurs. I open the window just enough to hear footsteps. Light tread slowing, then stopping right under us. Record, I lift my device and start a clip. A shadow moves across the walkway and lingers. Delivery, a voice calls lightly and sets something down. No knock, no bell, just retreating steps in silence. I point to the peephole and lift a finger. A padded envelope sits against the threshold. Anna shakes her head and backs away fast. I slide on gloves and nudge it with a broom. A cheap phone spills out and vibrates once. Blocked caller flashes, then another buzz follows. I hit accept and hold it just off my ear. Ready for walkies, the voice purrs with a grin. Come outside and bring her, breath rasps over the line. I cut the call and yank the battery free. Anna grips the counter and whispers, he's nearby. We loop video from our door cam in real time. A figure darts across the frame behind the hedge. Same gait as the clip from therapy's camera. I text the officer's direct number from earlier. Package bait delivered, suspect still close, advise. Stay in, the reply lands fast and clear. Unmarked unit en route, lights off, curtains closed. We obey and sit on the floor by the hallway. I count breaths while the minutes grind by. Outside, a distant car door clicks and then shuts. Anna squeezes my shoulder and tilts her head. Faint murmur of voices by the corner. Heavy steps approach and then a firm knock. Police, a calm tone through the door. Badge pressed to glass, plainclothes behind it. We open and 2 detectives sweep inside. The taller one lifts the envelope carefully. Phone like this often lures a trace back. He pulls a portable scanner and circles the porch. Signal direction is south, alley behind your lot. I gesture toward the side gate and grab my jacket. Not with you, the detective orders with a flat hand. We clear the alley first, you lock this door. Anna throws the bolt while I eye the backyard. An engine revs somewhere close and fades fast. The detective returns with a clenched jaw. Someone bolted through the alley on foot. Left a scooter, stolen PL. 8. He shows a photo. Anna inhales sharply and points at the handlebars. I know that logo, his gym gives those away. I open my laptop and pull the gym's page. Instructor list, staff photos, event flyers. One face has that fighter's jaw and that trimmed beard. Different hair now, yet the bone lines match. I screen grab and send it to the detective. He studies the image and nods once. We'll run him and cross with your numbers. Meanwhile, he adds, tapping his notepad. Keep this phone on inside a metal box. We want his next ring to ping our trap. The trap phone buzzes inside the tin box. I hit speaker and hold my breath. Time for our walk, the voice purrs again. The detectives lift antennas and nod once. Keep him talking, 5 more seconds. Where are you? I ask with a steady tone. Close enough to touch, the line whispers. Static cracks, then a giggle trails off. The taller detective checks his scanner and points south. Ping locks near the storage units, 3 blocks. Anna stiffens and grips the counter edge. We do not chase, the detective warns flatly. You stay put until we clear it. He pockets the phone and clicks his radio. I lock the door after them and count down. I pull tape from the drawer and mark thresholds. Anna watches my hands and nods once. New rule, I say, no solo rooms tonight. She exhales and stands close behind me. The house shrinks until footsteps return outside. The detectives reappear with short breaths and scowls. Unit was empty but still warm, one reports. Fresh tire tracks, no cameras inside. He sets the phone back in the box. We'll sit on the location until dawn. A delivery van idles near our gate and leaves. No package on the step this time. I step onto the porch with my camera ready. A key glints on the railing like a wink. It matches our old lock, filed thin. That's a message, one detective mutters, eyes hard. Chain that gate and call your locksmith again. I shove the key into a bag and seal it. Anna rubs her arms and stares at the street. How many copies did he make? I open the laptop and start a block list. Every number tied to his bait gets burned. Anna sets the panic code on quick dial. We test it once and hear the chime. I breathe slower, but the wall clock jumps. The gym site loads and a schedule flips. A sparring session starts in 20 minutes. I point and lift an eyebrow at Anna. He'll show off where he feels untouchable. I won't go, she answers, voice like steel. I call the detective and pitch the plan. Observation only, he repeats, measured and crisp. 2 units will sit inside the lot. We'll need eyes who can spot him fast. I nod and grab a cap for both. We park across from the entrance and wait. Members stream in with bags and earbuds. A trainer steps outside and scans the street. Anna flinches and ducks low under the dash. Not him, just the manager with flyers. Another minute, then a biker rolls up slow. Thick neck, taped fingers, careful swagger. He scans the windows and smirks at nothing. A matching logo on his backpack strap flaps. Anna's nails press half moons into her palms. Confirm, I whisper as the detectives listen. She nods without lifting her head. That's him, jawline and gait match. Hold, the radio crackles from the glove box. Units entering from the rear door now. The biker steps inside and vanishes behind curtains. 2 men in plain clothes slip in from side. We wait while seconds stretch like wire. Then the doors burst and bodies spill out. He barrels through them and sprints toward the alley. I jump out and cut left to block. The detective yells for me to stay put. The biker clears the dumpster and snatches a scooter. It sputters once and dies on the spot. He throws it aside and bolts across traffic. A horn blasts and a car brakes hard. He stumbles, recovers, vaults a fence, disappears. One detective huffs back with a prize. A membership card dropped in the scramble. Barcode scratched, but the photo is clean. Back at the car, Anna shakes and steadies. We move forward anyway, I tell her calmly. Restraining order today, alarm install tomorrow. She nods and wipes her eyes with her sleeve. The detectives agree and draft statements on the hood. We head to the station for the emergency order. The clerk scans the report and stamps it. Temporary protection for 10 days, she says briskly. Hearing scheduled next week at 9. I slide copies into my folder and grip them tight. Outside, my phone lights with a new alert. A live photo lands through a cloud account. Anna freezes as the image loads fully. Our driveway shot from knee height at dusk. In the reflection, a boxing wrap on a wrist. I forward the file to the detective's address. He answers in seconds with a single line. Metadata shows location 1 block from you. He's nearby again, Anna whispers under her breath. I lift my head and scan the roofs. We detour to a hardware shop and place an order. Sensors for gates, siren for doors, timer plugs. The clerk counts them and nods with routine ease. Anna watches the entrance and keeps her back covered. I pay fast and ask for a rush slot. At home, I mount detectors on every exit. Anna tests the keypad and sets 2 profiles. Day mode for inside movement, night mode for perimeter only. We drill the code until our thumbs flow. The siren screams once and I almost drop the pad. I grab a signal detector and sweep the rooms. A faint chirp spikes near the hallway vent. I pull the cover and find another tiny disc. Not hours and still pulsing weakly. I bag it and write the time in marker. Anna leans on the frame and stares at me. Short leash or not, keep me breathing. I nod and point to the couch and kitchen. 2 zones tonight, you and sight are on mic. She swallows and agrees because pride can rest. The trap phone trembles again inside the tin. I put it on the table and tap answer. You look good at the gym today, the voice says. Next round is outside your window, ready. I mute and text the detective 3 words. 2 cars drift past and then a third. Our gate camera pings with motion twice. A hood dips near the hedge in a crouch. I flip the floodlight on and step forward. The shape freezes, then sprints for the corner. The detectives pour from a parked van and chase. Footsteps slap concrete and a grunt echoes. A taser crack snaps through the night like fire. Silence follows and then a short radio burst. Anna grabs my hand and refuses to let go. A minute later, the taller detective waves us over. A man lies cuffed and breathing hard. His gym jacket is ripped and streaked with dust. Inside the pocket sits a coil of nylon. Not a collar this time, a lead with a clip. He glares at us and tries to smile. Leashes go both ways, he mutters, lips split. The detective shoves him toward the squad car. Evidence bagged, phone seized, court tomorrow. Anna exhales like she can finally stand upright. We follow to the station for the full statement. The officer reads our order aloud for record. Violation flagged on the spot with the arrest. Bail hearing set for morning, case number assigned. I sign my name and steady my wrist. Back home the house feels wired and awake. I check the cams and rearm every zone. Anna unrolls a blanket and sits against the wall. We listen to the steady tick of the timer plugs. Then the bathroom fan clicks on by itself. I look at her and she looks at me. We both move at once toward the hallway. The fan hum stops and a drip answers it. I push the door slowly and scan the mirror. Across the glass written large 3 words, nice cage. I wipe the mirror and the words bloom again. Anna steps back and grips the doorframe. Therma ink, I mutter and switch the shower hotter. Letters darken then fade, then return stubbornly. He wrote this earlier while we were home. I grab my phone and shoot a clean clip. Time stamp it, Anna whispers with a tight throat. I record the full cycle and save twice. Then I pull the vent cover and check screws. One is shaved thin like it's been reused. Alarm panel chirps and a name flashes. Officer at the door for an update. Anna stays behind me while I unlatch slowly. 2 uniforms step in and scan the hall. I point at the mirror and hit the hot tap. They trade a look and jot the detail. Hidden pen, 1 notes, voice clipped and dry. We sweep ducts and drains now, he radios back up. I fetch the bag disc from last night. They label it and tag our bathroom vent. A phone rings on the officer's shoulder. He listens, nods once, lowers his eyes. Bail posted at sunrise, he tells us evenly. GPS ankle ordered and no contact confirmed. Anna's chin lifts but her knuckles blanch. Curfew, I ask, leaning against the frame. 10 to 6, he answers without blinking. Violations alert us in real time. He gestures toward the mirror with his pen. Still, someone entered your house earlier. Our neighbor knocks and peeks around the doorway. Maintenance crew came yesterday for drains. He scratches his cheek, eyes flicking hallway. New guy wore a cap and kept quiet. The officer writes that down like a license plate. I call the property office and push hard. Manager scrolls logs and names the contractor. Only one worker assigned, she insists, unnerved. I ask for the vehicle plate and the time. She reads numbers that match our camera clip. The uniforms start a full sweep of vents. I flip the breaker for bathroom and kitchen. Anna holds a flashlight while I check tiles. Behind the vanity, a pinhole blinks faintly. I twist wires until the light dies cold. The officer bags the tiny lens and nods. Remote feed likely relayed to a phone. Check your routers for ghost devices. I open the admin page and scan unknown names. One blinks near the garage, signal almost gone. We move to the garage with measured steps. A duffel sits under the workbench like a shadow. I freeze and angle the beam across the zipper. Not ours, Anna murmurs through her teeth. The officer lifts it gently and unzips 3 inches. Inside, binding tape, spare gloves, prepaid cards. A burner hums with low battery warnings. He closes it and seals the bag tight. Who carried this inside without you noticing? Anna points at the service door with dread. The officer tests the lock and frowns. Latch scraped, fresh burrs along the strike. Someone raked this yesterday and slipped in. He calls evidence pickup and asks for photos. I snap my own in case files vanish. The trap phone rattles inside its metal bed. I raise one palm and put it on speaker. Miss me yet? The voice sneers between slow breaths. House smells like fear, it adds in a hiss. The officer taps his tablet and eyes the graph. I talk to keep him on the line. What's the plan? More toys at my door. A chuckle slides through, then a drawn pause. You keep her close, I keep you closer. He hangs up while the graph spikes northeast. Units roll that way while we lock up. Anna paces and then stops herself hard. No shower until all vents are sealed. Agreed, I answer and write it on the wall. Rules help when air tastes thin. A text lands from a blocked relay. Court time moved up to this afternoon. The officer confirms it in his database. Emergency calendar by the judge, he explains. We advise attendance with escort. We arrive at the courthouse with 2 escorts. Anna squeezes my sleeve at the checkpoint. Inside the small courtroom, he sits with counsel. Bracelet on his ankle, expression smug and flat. He looks past me like I'm empty space. The judge takes the bench and calls our case. Anna hands over the mirror clip on a drive. I submit the vent cam and the garage photos. The prosecutor lays out the phone trap pattern. Defense calls it coincidence with a bored shrug. The judge asks 4 questions in a voice like gravel. Why the ink? Why the tracker? Why the scooter? Why the gym messages with pet slang? Defense mumbles about pranks and jealous rivals. Anna rises and points at the duffel list. This list came from our garage at dawn. Her voice is clean, not shaking anymore. They don't prank with rope and prepaid cards. The courtroom holds its breath like a creature. The judge writes for a long, slow minute. Order extended to 90 days, she rules promptly. GPS tightened, perimeter geofence doubled. Any contact triggers remand without bond. She leans forward and pins him with her eyes. One more step and you watch the case from inside. We exit with the escorts and head downstairs. Phone buzzes with a silent alert from home. Motion detected on side gate at the same second. The officer glances at me and shakes his head. He's using a friend for pressure. We split tasks without speaking full sentences. I call the alarm company and upgrade patrols. Anna changes her email credentials right there. I forward the duffel inventory to the detective. He replies with a name pulled from the cards. The name is not our boxer. It matches a gym trainee with 2 priors. Accessory charges now on the table. The detective texts a photo from the gym roster. Anna points immediately with a cold certainty. Back home we find new chalk lines at the curb. Marks by the hydrant and the gate post. I measure them against the camera angles. They align with lens sightlines perfectly. Someone mapped our blind spots with quiet patience. I push a ladder into place and shift the cams. Anna reads out the angles while I tighten mounts. We add overlapping views and cross coverage. I drop a decoy cam where the chalk suggests comfort. The real one watches from higher and wider. Night comes and we stage our home like a chessboard. 2 lamps on timers cycle at odd intervals. Radio plays talk shows for background chatter. I lock our bedroom and wedge a door brace. Anna places her shoes by the bed for speed. The ankle monitor pings public data. Every hour. The officer shares a map with blue dots. Our target sits at his apartment across town. But the accomplice dot moves along our grid. He circles once and stops near the alley. A soft scrape whispers under the window frame. I press record on the nearest cam and stay low. Anna texts the panic phrase to our shared note. The siren triggers a warning chirp, then steadies. Footsteps retreat, then return, then scratch higher. The alley cam catches a silhouette lifting a pole. He tests the gate latch with patient hands. I trigger the spotlight and shout through the speaker. Police are en route, leave now. He bolts, drops the pole, climbs the fence anyway. 2 squad cars turn into the block at speed. The accomplice jumps down and slips behind bins. An officer tackles him with a clean sweep. A second one grabs the pole and holds it up. Bolt cutters welded to the end like a hook. They haul him out with wrists bound tight. His face is young and stubborn, eyes furious. He spits toward the camera and misses short. Anna stands behind the window and doesn't flinch. The officer lifts the cutters and shakes his head. Inside now, another calls while scanning roofs. Third party could still be nearby. We retreat and seal the door like ritual. I reload the hallway clip and check audio. A whisper rides the air right before the scrape. 2 words repeat, down girl. Anna hears it and goes very still. She opens the closet and takes out a box. Inside, the collar from the first package. She places it on the table and stares at it. End this, she says with a steady breath. No more defensive moves, her shoulders square. We set bait and pull him in. I nod once because the line finally firmed. The officer listens and doesn't say no. We plan with care and fast, step by step. Camouflage the tin box in a porch planter. Rewire the decoy phone so it calls a single number. Ringtone loops to keep him listening longer. Motion alerts stacked with silent triggers on delay. Anna records a short message for the trap. Just 3 words, crisp and clear. Come get me, then a click. Her jaw tightens after she hears the playback. I arm the schedule and check the clock. Midnight flickers and the street goes quiet. A shadow peels from the far corner slowly. He crosses the lawn and crouches by the planter. The trap phone hums to life from beneath leaves. His head tilts, curious, greedy, sure. He lifts the planter and the loop begins. Come get me, then it repeats without mercy. He leans closer and lowers his guard. A real camera sees his face clean and full. The GPS data spikes from his bracelet a mile away. I whisper to the officer on the stair. Accomplice is here, primary is spoofer. He answers with a crisp acknowledgement. 2 units flank the curb in total silence. Anna grips my forearm and doesn't blink. The shadow pockets the phone and turns. The siren goes silent by design and delay. He steps off the porch and meets a badge. Taser arcs once and he crumples on the walk. The phone hits the grass and plays her voice. We watch them cuff him and bag the device. An officer speaks into his shoulder mic rapidly. Bracelet spoof confirmed by tower drift. Primary is within 500 feet. I look up the block and see a parked car. Engine off, windows cracked, no one moves. I point and the officers pivot instantly. They approach from angles with hands ready. The door clacks and a figure steps out slow. Bracelet flashes under sweatpants near his shoe. Hands up, the closest unit commands. He lifts them, smirking like a bored actor. A second unit clips the band with a reader. Location lock chirps and the smug look fades. They turn him around and pin wrists tight. Anna exhales and leans her head against the glass. I feel my heartbeat drop 2 floors at once. The officer looks back and gives a short nod. Booked for violation and conspiracy tonight. I reach for the door and stop at the bolt. We wait until the cars pull away slow. Silence stretches and finally feels honest. Anna steps closer and sets her hand on mine. Short leash saved us, she murmurs without shame. I keep the bolt turned because night still watches. I pull the bolt and face two uniforms again. Transport now, one clips out with a nod. They want signatures for chain of custody. I sign fast while Anna watches the street. A siren fades and the house holds its breath. At court the room is fuller than yesterday. The boxer stares at the table and blinks slow. His partner sits 3 chairs away, eyes down. Prosecutor whispers to the bench and lifts a folder. New evidence from the garage seeking remand. Defense tries a grin that never lands. Judge checks the time and shakes his head. Violations stack, custody until hearing. Gavel hits once and the room exhales. Anna straightens like a cable pulled tight. In the hallway a cop leans close. Accomplice wants to cooperate for a deal. Hey. Lowers his voice and shows a printout. List of deliveries, times, and who paid cash. One entry marks our bathroom with a date. We walk outside and I call the locksmith. Final set of keys, no duplicates authorized. He agrees and sets a late appointment. Anna nods once and flags a rideshare home. Therapy after lunch, she adds without flinching. At the office the counselor opens her notebook. Control kept you alive, she begins gently. Now recalibrate without feeding fear. I slide a printed rule sheet across the table. She reads and taps 2 lines for removal. Curfew goes, device lock goes, I breathe out. Non-negotiables stay, I add without apology. Access both ways, safety check words, open calendar. Anna studies my face, then signs beneath mine. We do review every week, not every hour. We drive to the gym for one last task. Manager meets us at the door with tight shoulders. I hand him the court order and the roster photo. Terminate his access and anyone tied to him. He nods and shreds 2 cards at the counter. Back home the installer threads a new deadbolt. He tests the latch 3 times and steps back. Frame reinforced, he says with a quick shrug. I pay, then swap Wi-Fi credentials while he packs. Anna deletes the last burner app and clears caches. On the table lies that first collar in plastic. I take scissors and hold them over the strap. Anna places her palm on my wrist and nods. I cut once and drop both halves in the bag. We carry it to the station and hand it over. Evening stretches and the cameras hum steady. The shared note pings with our check phrase. Anna texts me from the kitchen with a dot. I answer from the hallway with the same dot. Silence returns, not empty, just watchful. I open the safe and take out a plain envelope. Inside sits my old passcode list and a spare SIM. I toss them into the shredder and hold the switch. Paper turns to strips while Anna watches me. No hidden exits, I tell her and mean it. The counselor's number pops on our screen. Quick call before bed, she suggests warmly. Name one trust move for tomorrow. Anna rubs her thumb across her knuckles and answers. I'll own the bank alerts and share receipts. My turn, I follow before nerves kick. I'll return your laptop and keep read-only. If fear spikes, I'll say it out loud. The line goes quiet for a beat of air. That's partnership, the counselor says, then clicks off. We kill the timers and walk the house once. Windows locked, sensors green, gate latched. Anna stops at the bathroom doorway and waits. I run the shower hot and watch the glass. No letters rise, only steam in my pulse. Her phone buzzes with a single unknown text. It's from a different city with one short line. Tell him I did this alone, then nothing. Anna meets my eyes and doesn't look away. We forward it to the case file and keep moving. Bedroom door shuts and the brace slides into place. Anna places her phone on the nightstand unlocked. I do the same and sit on the edge. Leash wasn't love, I say into the dark. It was triage until we stood up. She reaches across and hooks my wrist. Keep the guardrails, lose the cage. Her voice is soft but not small. I nod and leave both phones on the dresser. Outside, a distant engine turns over and fades.